Sorry. Uh, Good morning, everyone. My name is Igor Oleynikov. I want to explain my work. It's a multi-service platform for humanitarian assistance to residents of affected and dangerous regions. On example, it's the Kharkiv experience of implementation. About agenda, I want to explain about motivation for this work, state of arts, and objectives. After that, I'll tell about platform development, its sections, architecture, core services, key feature, and technology stack. Then I explain platform simulation in operation scenarios. After that, I will tell about conclusions and future features and show diagrams that I can tell about my ideas, if I can say that. About motivation, how I said, it will be Kharkiv region experience. That's why I'll tell about problems and teams working on this region. That's why I'll start what is volunteers' job and why it's so important. Volunteers save lives, assist with damage repair, meet basic needs, and distribute humanitarian resources. Um, if you live in Ukraine, you know that we have war in our country. That's why this volunteer question, is very important. And about the problems that we have, it's problems that after the occupation of the Kharkiv region, there was a big problem with the effectiveness of volunteers' team responsibility for distribution of food packages. And every one of the volunteers can get about 500 calls a day, and we must boost the efficiency. That's why developing a specialized IT platform is crucial. Then we can try to find some jobs or services can give me this boost. How you see every year a lot of applications was needed using what is the humanitarian platform and implementation in humanitarian logistics, humanitarian supply chains, and my main works on my opinion is effective humanitarian logistics, multi-component engineering model. It's first publication that show it's very standard me. No, it's simple way. Yes, another can trying to read just take from my presentation. I'll share it as this conference. About the objectives. Our main goal is to develop a multi-service platform aimed at optimizing the operations of volunteer organizations. If I will tell about the objectives, the objectives of my job with this article is analyzing the solutions related to this process, selecting available technologies with this platform, and expand features, simulate the algorithm for determining the nearest humanitarian hub and crisis, and plan future work. If we tell about architectural platform, we have users that can write us to our Telegram bot in Telegram. Telegram service give a lot of messages for giving info from user for this request. After that, request is sent into processing service. Processing service in main core class. We're trying to get a nearest hub, set nearest hub for this request, and that's why this is main. After that, it's sent to data service that put it in our database, and volunteer can use UI service for connection to our data service, and also processing service is if it's a need to correct data of this request. About core services, Telegram service, it's C# application, asynchronous application that connect to our processing service using REST API and connect to Telegram using Telegram API. About data service, it's Java application using Spring. I'll tell about this after that. And this class, how I said, get request and put it in database. About UI service, it's Angular app that can show our requests or can give a lot of instruments for managing this request. About processing service, it's main service that provide a lot of features. One of features is sorry, it's algorithms that can find the nearest humanitarian hub. It's using like you can see it, we get address from our request, trying to validation. With about validation scenarios, we have 8 states from 0 to 7. About the states, 0 is valid address string. We have country, region, district, city, street, and house. State 1 is address without house number, and it's not problem because we can find it using API of Google Maps and using distance metrics to find nearest humanitarian hub. If we say about state 2, it's address with invalid house number. Also, we can use info about street and trying to get more info from this user using their phones or Telegram account. About state 3 is address without region or districts, and this is trying to find this city in Kharkiv region if it's if result from API is more than 1, then it's will send to default humanitarian hub is central hub where volunteer can trying to correct data using phones or Telegram account. About state 4, its address without street house is always sent to central hub, like address 5, address 6. If address 7, it's undefined address from Maps API when trying to get data using phones and Telegram accounts. About technology stacks, how I said, Telegram service was created using programming language is C#. We use Telegram API and REST API for connection with other services. For deployment, we use VPS server, where is Linux, and we try to up our .NET application. About processing service, we use programming language Java with Spring framework and Maven framework for create POM XML. About libraries, it's Hibernate for optimizing our time with work with the database, using Lombok for annotation and Swagger for documentation of our API. For authorizations, we use GVT token. Also, we use API, it's REST API for connection with NASA services, and distance matrix API of Google Maps for find nearest humanitarian hub. About deployment, we use Docker. Database, it's PostgreSQL. About UI service, we use JavaScript framework Angular. For Pocket Manager, we use NPM. API, again, REST API. For OAuth, it's GVT token and deployment Docker. About data service, it's programming language. We use programming language Java, also Spring and Maven. Oh, I'm sorry, it's alert there. Also, we use Hibernate Lombok Swagger. It's these services, I mean, processing service, data service is same, just they need for another, how to say, it's maybe another functions. Yeah, if we can say it. About platform simulation and operation scenarios, how I say we have 8 states of our address for our address, yeah. How it's work? If address valid, it states 0 and we assign to nearest hub. Yes, if we have invalid home house number or missing regional info, we trying to correct. If it's corrected, if we can get house number or street, we again assign to nearest hub. Is if it's not working, we are trying to send it to central hub processing. Again, you can see how it's work. If you have questions, I will ask after this presentation. Yeah. About conclusions, how I said, it's could optimize work of volunteers teams. That's why we triggered a reduction in staff workload by 86%, and also 270% decrease in average wait time for assistance, because everyone in a volunteers team cannot spend time on some calls, and he just working and trying to get food packages to for arrive in users. Yeah. Okay. About novelty, it's a platform using algorithms that can get nearest humanitarian hub. It's improve our logistic communication, acceptance, need requests. That's why I think that's a very novelty solution. Yeah. About future plans, we want to include adding accounts for affected people with authorization in Telegram Messenger, which will allow user to track their request status and see the delivery status for food suppliers. How it works? Sorry. Oh, sorry. I'll show again. My bad. User account. If we authorize it, we can track request status. How it tracks when a volunteer takes food packages for this user, we have some acceptance in processing service. It's like maybe Nova Posta, when your package is arrived, it's have an mark in database. Yes, it's arrived. That's why user can show that his package is on way to him. Thank you for your attention. So if you have some questions or comments, you can ask me now or write me in email. Thank you.
Thank you, Igor. You did a great job. And I have one question. How much time have you spent on development already?
Already it's about 9 months. First working solution spent around 4 months, and another time we just upgrade our solution with feedback from users.
So as I understand, you are a full stack developer, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Maybe someone else have some questions.
Let me ask, if you don't mind.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Is it a volunteer project? I mean, from the IT perspective.
Yes, it's volunteer project since like open source app that can be implemented in everyone teams. But we have maybe one problem that can be upgraded for needs of some volunteers team layer. Someone can send packages with food, or another teams can send magicians some packages. Sorry.
Okay, thank you.
Maybe someone else. Okay, thank you, Igor. And let's see what